I also took my edible late. What was that? Some sad applause? It sounds like somebody's trying to fucking dial up to fucking AOL on your end.
That's fair. That's basically what we have here. Welcome to the show, everybody. Friday. I had lunch beers.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. So did I. I had 2 beers.
I had things to do, but then I was like, that's tomorrow's problem, you know? Today's today. Tomorrow's tomorrow, you know? Fuck it. In this show, we will talk about what?
Are you coming through your mic?
I think so.
It sounds different. I don't know. It could be just as head cold. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Hold on. Audio.
Hey man, I'm just
Zoom.
Probably should have went through the last 15 minutes we were bullshitting.
How about that? Is that better?
Sure, sounds the same. Just go with it.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. Again, it could be just me. I don't know. Something just sounded different.
Okay, how about this?
You sound fine. Carry on with the show.
All right. In the show, we're going to talk about. You know what? I was looking at our demographics, and I feel like sometimes we just go on these. I go on these ridiculous tangents.
Yeah,
and then
we end up in a terrible. And it's hard to get back on track.
Yeah, it's not like we ever really have a track to be on, though. You know,
but sometimes we do, and we're chugging down the line, and you're like, oh, look, and the fucking off the tracks, away we go. And then I'm thinking to myself, this has got to stop.
Yeah.
We got to get back where we were because we were in a good place. But then you suck me into the black hole that you live in. And I'm just right there with you. I'm like, well, fuck, we're here now.
That's what makes you ride or die, babe.
And it's like fucking herding cats with you to get you to circle back. Now we got the train back on track. And all of a sudden, we're there for a minute. And one word, one phrase, one fucking comment shows up. And now we're off to the left side.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I'm a bit neurotic.
And then after that happens like 2 or 3 times, I give up. And I don't care where this show goes. I don't care about our demographics. I don't give a fuck if we're 46th in Egypt and we're sliding out of the top 50. I'm getting a shirt that says that for the fucking festival we go to.
46th in Egypt.
I'm going to get a shirt saying Two Dolts Podcast, 46th in comedy podcast in Egypt. And I want to have you see if you can build a QR code for our podcast. And we're going to put them on that shirt. And we're going to see if it fucking gets any hits.
I want our logo with like a 1-star Google review where it says, sucks, wouldn't recommend. Like that. I want that so bad.
Can I go on Google and review this podcast?
No, we don't have that. We
have it generated? Is there a way to... I mean, I guess you could go to some business. You could go to some business, right, and just start writing a review about Two Dolts Podcast. Screenshot that, and then change the name of whatever.
Oh yeah, I can make a fake one in a second.
Okay, we need to do that, and we got to work on that.
Done.
That'll be fucking hilarious.
So I started looking at like our demographics, and basically it's like 25 to 55, 99.9% male, which is fine. Women are fucking terrible.
Yeah, they don't
find anything funny.
No, and I told you this the other day, coming back from somewhere with Aubrey. I don't know. We had a whole family in the car. Oh, we were coming back from my mother-in-law's birthday dinner Tuesday down at Aunt Millie's, and we were talking about edibles, kind of mumbling in the front seat so the kids wouldn't hear. And I said, "This is when it fucking hit." And I showed her the beginning of the second show last week. Krista was laughing her fucking ass off. Yeah. I had tears pouring out of my eyes. And when I stopped at about 4 or 5 minutes in after I calmed down a little bit, and I looked at her. She's laughing, genuine laughter. And she goes, all right, that was fucking funny.
Yeah.
She goes, that was good. And I said, it's not all like that. But I said, there's moments and you got to sludge through the shit.
Yeah,
to take up the diamonds.
Yeah.
Trust the process, baby.
You can't talk like, and people will be like, well, how long did your podcast for yesterday? I'm like, well, we did about 6 hours. And they're like, how do you sit for 6 hours and just talk about shit?
Dude, 1 turns to 2, 2 turns to 4, 4 turns to the sun coming up.
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
Absolutely annihilated.
We're just bros hanging out.
Yeah.
So I started looking at the demographics and I'm like, you know what? We should make a 25. This is going to hit for probably like the 45-year-olds plus. We're the blockbuster kids, you know? You'd rent a tape.
We are VHS quality in a fucking in a digital audio world right now.
You'd rent a tape, or you'd buy a tape in like the fucking used bin or something like that at Blockbuster, specifically because they had jack off scenes. Like, so I thought, let's go 1997 through 2006 of the movies that had the most or the best per year spankable material. And we have a rating system. 1 is the lowest, bucket of jizz, to 4 buckets of jizz.
Too bad we didn't have that fucking soundtrack on your soundboard.
Bloop. I might have a drop, but I was going to try to make one, and then every time I try to make something, I get too obsessed with it, and then, you know, I had to go drink. So I guess if you want to start with 1997, give me your, let's go best to worst. I don't know how many you have
no, we're not doing best to worst. That's you just
throw something out there.
Read
1997 with a bullet. What do you got?
1997 was forever ago, dude. Boogie Nights.
Fuck.
That was a movie about a male porn star.
And
there was
hot. Heather Graham was hot.
Heather Graham. Yeah. And the roller skates, right?
Yep. God damn it. I forgot about that goddamn movie.
See,
I was Googling movies, and half the goddamn movies wouldn't show up.
Well, that was why I ended up with that fantastic site today that was ingenious. It not only ran the movies from alphabetical order, and it ran them down, however, but at the bottom of it, I sent you a screenshot of it. They had links to each year. And as the movies got more and more and more into the mid 90s, more and more movies had nudity and shit in them. They would have, 1998-1, 1998-2. I'm like, this is fucking great. It gave you a big synopsis of the sex scene leading up to it, the actors, their names, all the shit that was going on. And then there was pictures, still pictures of the scenes. And it's like, all right, man. That's fucking amazing, but I've never seen that movie. So how can I talk about something I haven't seen?
I think you're 100% right. So this is in order, and I have a reason why. 4 buckets for my side, 1997. I know you did last summer. Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, I fucking forgot about that movie.
Hot as balls.
I think we touched on that or Scream.
When she's like, what do you want from me? And the camera's panning around her, and her tits are just
she's got such good. I love Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, she's still hot.
Yeah.
You know, in my dumb little head, I go, and she's old as fuck. We're the same age.
She's not.
No, she's my age. The Devil's Advocate.
That's my second one on my list. I did not put mine in order. I just put mine in order of whatever one I saw that I was going to talk about.
Because you can look, but you can't touch. Yeah. You can smell, but you can't taste. You get to see Charlize Theron's tits. Right?
She's I wrote all the movies down, and like an idiot, I didn't write the characters or the actresses or whoever you know them by and what scene it was, so it'll jog a memory and we can talk about it. I had to go back and do it again.
Oh shit!
Like, you fucking idiot,
dude!
I spent way too much time on this today.
Me too. I took 2 hours of my day. I was going to take a little nap. My body battery is at a fucking -8 right now. I put Fifth Element. I got to be honest with you, haven't seen it, but Mila Jovovich, hot as balls. I've seen screenshots.
Bruce Willis is in that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, pal, come down to the Mars.
My third one, I think I saw the whole movie. Again, this is forever ago, and I hate the fucking guy that's in it. I don't like him. Part of the reason probably why I didn't finish the movie was Private Parts with Stern, with all the fucking tits in it. There's just tits
Yeah.
galore in that whole fucking show.
I do like the story, although he completely lied about everything. So the most honest guy in media.
Shocking.
Hey, Robin. The scene where the porn star puts the hand on the leg and his dick just kind of plumps up.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Doesn't happen like that.
Well, no, it doesn't fucking grow outwards like this unless you're from a certain place where people stole you and made you work in fields.
It was from 6 to midnight.
I might get a little brush burn on the head of my dick on the way up.
Yeah.
And then there's not really a lot of sex in it. Actually, I don't think there's any sex in it. But I put the Saint on there only because I have, going way back to 1986 Karate Kid, a crush on Elizabeth Shue. Elizabeth Shue.
She is in, I think I have her in one. Yeah, she's in one of my movies. It's 2 years away from now.
Let me guess. Leaving Las Vegas?
No, that was going to be one of them. But
she's hot as fuck. 1998. Lead off with your best hitter.
Wild Things.
Yeah.
The pool scene with Denise Richards and Nev Campbell. I mean, and then the Minaj scene with he's the fucking one of the brother.
Yeah, Matt Dillon.
Yeah.
Phil, we're talking about the best movies to jack off to.
The pool scene, I think, is probably it's got to be top 3, if not the top 1 most erotic scene that anybody's seen in these movies.
And
that scene, everybody knows it.
I would argue that if Denise Richards, it's Denise Richards, right?
Yeah, Nev Campbell.
That chick, top 10 hottest. I wouldn't call her pretty. She's always been hot.
She's skanky hot.
But she made Nev Campbell hot because Nev Campbell was kind of like the pudgy.
She wasn't even pudgy. She was your vanilla chick.
You could hit her with a broomstick and she wouldn't fall over. That's what I'm saying. 1998 Sirens. Don't think I saw that.
Yeah, we're going by year, Phil. We're in 1998. So
I put Something About Mary, number 1.
There's so many boobs in that movie.
No, but Cameron Diaz is hot as shit. My sneaker.
Okay, so you all right, good, because that was one of my Facebook posts years ago. I had just watched Night and Day with Tom Cruise, and I said, Cameron Diaz, right now, hot or not? And everybody's like, no way. I'm like,
what?
Dude, I just watched a movie with her a few years back, and I would still smash that ass.
Oh, yeah, she's hot as balls.
Yeah.
And she seems like she's cool.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen her in interviews, and I've heard her a couple times, and it seems like she's a very down-to-earth person.
Yeah.
Hottest down-to-earth actress of all time, and this is in multiple podcasts I've heard her on. Charlize Theron just seems like the coolest bitch of all time.
Wow, she just seems like she's a nut job.
No, she's cool as hot. She's from South Africa. Sneaker 1998 movie. Not a lot of people saw. I do recommend seeing it. Gia.
Oh, I had that on my list, but because I've heard of it, and there was an absolute monster write-up on the webpage I checked out today about it, and the scenes looked like, holy fuck, but I've never seen it. So,
dude, Angelina Jolie is like 22 years old in it.
She's
hot as shit, and she's naked for about 99% of the time.
And that was the thing too. Is like, I'm glad she got all this shit, these movies made with her tits and hot ass body in it before she lopped off her boobs.
Yeah. And I get it. Cancer sucks, but
she didn't even have it.
Yeah, she had the potential to get it. But like, save some for the boys. You know what I mean? I did 1998, 2 buckets of jizz. I did Eyes Wide Shut.
That's Tom Cruise, and that's 99.
Okay, my bad.
That
would not have made my 99 list.
98, Twilight, not the vampire fucking movie.
Okay, dude.
Okay, not the vampire fuckers. Okay. That was Reese Witherspoon's first topless scene.
I've never seen it.
There you go.
Twilight?
Yes.
Non-vampire. topless. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google that.
She's got a couple right in I think it's earlier in the movie, not like right in the beginning, but early. Yeah, she's got her shirt on, but she's got perky little A-cup boobies, and ever
I'm
since
the
like Sweet Home Alabama, I have like this little soft spot in my heart for her. She's
who
just
the
adorable.
fuck doesn't have
Smash her.
a spot for her?
I'd
She's hot as
smash.
shit.
Yeah.
She's always
All right.
hot.
So that was all my. I mean, this is great. You asked me for one,
Yeah.
and then you spit off all yours, and then just move on to the next year.
No.
Never give me a chance to finish.
98.
I feel like your wife.
that couldn't be more true. That's not even hurtful. It's not hurtful.
I know.
It's true.
It should be.
I put Shakespeare in Love. Not a
year are we
great
on?
movie. This is 98. This is rounding out my 98 list.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I saw it.
She
I
won an
know of
Oscar
it.
for it. She was terrible in it, but you do get to see her tits. Another one. I'm a sergeant major of the A-Cup Army. Nice little A-Cups. They fit perfectly in a little martini glass. Boop. That's all you need. Yeah. I can't believe I fucking missed Boogie Nights, so that annoys me.
I love when we do these and I come out with one and you lose your shit.
Yes, that annoys me very much.
Take your watch off.
Yep.
Dumb twat.
For someone with ADHD, you should not have one of these watches because I get, hey, this house just sold in East Aurora. I don't need to know that, bro.
No, but here I'm going to send it to Daryl.
99, number one with a bullet.
American Pie.
Yeah.
Oh, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
If you would have sex with one man, who would it be? 1, 2, 3. John Stamos. American Pie, hands down, awesome.
Yeah, there was only just this scene where Shannon Elizabeth was rubbing herself out to one of Jim's magazines, and then
dude, I cranked it to that movie.
I legit watched it up until Jim was part of the scene, and then rewound it and watched it again. I'm not saying I jerked off to it, but goddamn, I loved seeing Shannon Elizabeth's tits. I did.
She's beyond beautiful. She's still hot.
Yeah,
she's still hot as shit. Her problem with Hollywood is that she was just too beautiful.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with her.
She seems tall. I don't know about her. I don't know whatever, but she seems like she's tall.
What do you
she's
think,
probably
like 5'10"?
Yeah. 5'10", 5'11", I'm guessing.
I'm going to say 5'6".
But you're going to say something like she's 5'5", 5'6". I don't know. To me,
she's 5'9".
All right. That's relatively tall, right?
Yeah. She's a tall drink of water. Number 2, I had Varsity Blues.
Oh, American
Ellie Larder, whatever her name is.
Hot. Oh, yeah. This is I most of mine are in alphabetical order because that's the site that I had.
Oh, so you just paraphrase off the list.
Varsity Blues, yeah. Ali Larder in her whipped cream bikini.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hot. You're the quarterback now, Mox.
So, who else did you have?
So I had American Pie, Varsity Blues, and I feel bad not having this one number 2. I have it number 3.
Yours. I didn't know we were ranking these. I just threw them in there and I figured we discussed them.
Based on the volume of jizz I've shot out of my body. Cruel Intentions.
All 3 of them, because I have number 2 on my list somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But every one of those has the moment, and it's just like, whoa, boy.
Sarah Michelle Gellar is, you have this like quasi incestual thing because they're adopted kids in the same family,
and they're by all means they're
by marriage they're brother and sister.
Brother and sister. I mean, they're adopted. They share no DNA at all.
No, well, but, she got a lot of his DNA out of him, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, you get adopted from Agency F, and you get adopted from Agency K, completely in different parts of the world or America or whatever, and now you're in this family. You're brother and sister.
Yeah, and they're both good looking, and they're right across the hall. Come on now.
Yeah,
and then you get another appearance with Reese Witherspoon because she's the hot, sensitive, She doesn't know she's hot. She's impressed by the rich guy, but not impressed by the rich guy. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
Pretty hot.
I had Eyes Wide Shut in here.
Yeah. That would have not made my 1999 list.
Yeah. See, again, I didn't know we apparently have two different parameters here. I was just told to fucking find 3 to 4 movies per fucking year. Move on. You're like, oh, I'm ranking mine, and this wouldn't make my list. Fuck, dude.
Okay. Honorable mention: 1999 American Beauty.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Spacey's a genius in that.
I had an Elizabeth Shue movie in my list.
What?
Girl Next Door.
Hot. Yep.
Elizabeth Shue's not naked, but she is in right in the beginning. She strips down to that little red thong, takes off her bra, and that's when she sees Clown across the street watching.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think there was they had the strippers at the end. Looked like they were gonna film a porno at prom, and they ended up filming like a fucking PSA for.
Hold on. The Girl Next Door. That's not Elizabeth Shue.
That's not?
No.
That's Elijah Cuthbert.
Yeah.
I wrote it down wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
But, and I don't know that that's a 1999 movie.
Well, you can look it up. All right.
I'm thinking it's 2004.
Okay.
Yeah, 2004. But Elijah Cuthbert, hot as balls.
What the fuck did I have it there? I don't know. I got crossed up a couple times. I had to go back. I don't think my webpage moved.
We go to 2000.
Fuck on. We're at 2000. Hey,
with a bullet.
Yeah. This is moving along. All right. We might finish this in one episode. So we
might.
get back to talk about like normal stupid shit.
Idiocy.
Wait till the edible fucking starts to slide in.
My number one, 2000 Road Trip, Amy Smart.
I love Amy Smart.
Yes.
She's adorable, has 0 tits.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like she's funny as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen her boobs in a handful of movies.
Yeah, she's fantastic. Another one without hardly any like sex in it, but just from sheer hotness, Coyote Ugly. Piper Perabo.
Oh, I love Piper Perabo. She's adorable.
Hot. Yeah.
Yeah. And John Goodman's in it. That's her dad.
Yeah.
And the Coyote Ugly chicks are hot. I mean, yeah, I saw that and I was like, I'm going with ones with the boobs. I do have one movie, and we are going to discuss it shortly in here that has no nudity in it. But
yeah, it's not like you don't need to scrap it to scrap it. But Piper Perabo
she's naughty, dude.
She's like Julia Roberts' younger sister.
Yeah.
She's just balls hot.
Yep.
For it.
All about it. Like Master P would say, about it.
I did also 2000, The Whole 9 Yards. Another small titty.
Yeah. Man.
Pete sticks her head out the window to distract somebody, tits out, and I would just have a day with myself. And then I did Keeping the Faith.
1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 this time.
I did Keeping the Faith.
Who's that? Anybody we know?
Ben Stiller and the dude from American History X, Ed Norton, and Jenna Elfman.
Oh, I love Jenna Elfman.
So hot.
Yeah.
So she's kind of bouncing between both guys.
Yeah, she was in Dharma and Greg.
Yep.
And then kind of did nothing for a while. And then all of a sudden she popped up on 2.5 Men for a little bit.
Ed TV.
Okay.
Great movie with McConaughey. Kind of like the purposeful Truman Show, if you will.
Okay. That's the second Truman Show reference I've heard recently.
Great movie. Truman Show was the premise was fantastic. The guy lives in a world and he doesn't know he's being filmed. Ed TV is basically this producer goes, fuck it, we can make anybody famous if we just put him on TV. And they just found this dude and were like, hey, and he signed this contract and he becomes famous overnight. And he falls in love with her and she's actually dating Woody Harrelson, which is his brother, which may or may not be his brother in real life.
Yeah.
There's that kind of shit going on, and they're playing into it a lot in these commercials. And she's just hot as shit. I didn't like her in Dharma and Greg, though, I gotta tell you. She was hot.
Yeah, I watched this show a little bit here and there, but I was like, damn, she's a fucking sweetie pie.
Yeah, smoke show. What else do you have for 2000?
2000, I have my only movie that I think on my list that has no nudity in it, and only because the lead actress is hot as fuck, and she's in her early 60s right now, and is still one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh, yeah.
And paired with the worst fucking person to ever get a SAG card, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Bedazzled. She looked stupid hot in every scene.
She's still ridiculous. Yeah. Still, it's unfair.
Bedazzled. Elizabeth Hurley in every scene. Road Trip. Cruel Intentions 2. I think we touched that.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I saw it because I saw the first one.
Okay.
There's a scene with a pair of twins in a shower.
Okay.
4 of the same boobs, dude. Nice. Nice. Reindeer Games.
Yep. Charlize Theron in the pool.
Charlize Theron in the pool with Sinise. Sinise. Isn't it? Sinise, whatever. Fucking Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Dan. You got Lieutenant Dan. Yeah. She's really hot in that. I mean, but really find anything where she's not hot in, and other than Monster.
That's on my list coming up.
I've never seen them. I refuse to watch a movie where they make a really hot girl ugly.
I was looking through Netflix one night, and she was like part of like a special forces unit or whatever. She had her head shaved. Did she have her head shaved in Mad Max?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't like that haircut. It's for 2 people. 1, lesbians. 2, if you are recovering from cancer and your hair is growing back and you can rock it, then fine. I get it. But
or if you live in a post-apocalyptic world where water is the only valuable resource. Whatever.
Yeah.
But dude, like, let's say this is why I never liked the Mad Max movies. Here's a tangent. I never liked the Mad Max movies because it's like everyone's struggling for the rarest of all things, which is water. And then they're going to go, you know what? We need 9 blowers on this old Camaro. It's like, all right. At a certain point, once the fucking thing's running, we got to go find water. You're not going to be like, hang on, guys. It needs 9 more spark plugs. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
It's a movie.
There's a guy with fucking full facial makeup. It's like, dude, we're all going to die from dehydration. And you're putting on eyeliner? What are we doing?
Is that the first Mad Max or the recent one?
The most recent one is fucking so... It's... The one that Charlize Theron's in is so fucking dumb.
Is that Mad Max, like Fury Road?
Yes.
What's the original? Like Beyond Thunderdome, or is that the second one?
Mad Max was just Mad Max. I think it was Thunderdome, then Mad Max.
Whatever.
Or something like that. But that was with Gibson.
But back in the day when you watched that for the first time, you're like, holy fuck, we didn't think about that.
Yeah.
It's 2025, and we're wondering why there's 9 blowers on a Camaro and a dude is wasting his time putting makeup on.
Yeah. Or there's this one guy, he rides in the front and he's playing fucking electric guitar. It's like,
just
go get water.
Why? Dude, now that, I remember seeing part of that movie. I didn't watch the whole thing. But I remember that. They come barreling out of that fucking dust cloud. Dude, it's like the lead singer of Pantera. Wasn't there like sparks and shit coming off the guitar and shot fire, whatever? And
it's ridiculous.
He's properly chained in.
Sure.
Not followed. But I was just like, what the fuck? Part of me was like, that's kind of badass and intimidating. And then, 2 years later, you're like, what the fuck point does that make? Why is it there? And I'm like, fuck, you're right.
They're getting ready to take off to go to battle in their fucking cars. And he goes, hang on, guys. And he ratchets. You're waiting for him to ratchet strap him in. Like, come on, get over yourself, fucking nerd.
Almost died.
Oh, it's dying. Come on back.
Where were we? I'm back. I should be back. I'm back. I'm in.
Yeah, hang
Plugged
on.
in.
You're getting a little spacey. And you're back. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I had to plug it in.
2001.
Yep.
I went with Joe Dirt.
Oh man.
Joe Dirt, you get Brittany Daniel.
She's I
And
didn't care for the
Jamie
short.
Presley.
Jamie Presley. She was in probably some of the skimpiest clothes ever in My Name is Earl.
Oh yeah, hot.
But Brittany Daniel just
Balls up.
yeah.
Perfect girl next door.
Yes. All right, I have to measure some fucking bourbon out because oh my god, I can't see it.
Let's just take a little gander at Brittany Daniel.
We're fucked. Daryl does not know where this line is because he can't see shit.
Just do it. Look at her.
Oh,
She's still hot.
yeah.
Oh my God. What in God's name? This is what I think is missing also with women's fashion now, too. Let's bring back showing your hip bones.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Again.
That little line.
Yep. Nothing
Right
doing
there.
upstairs.
I was watching a movie or a TV show, reality TV show. Some dude took off his shirt and he's all jacked. And he had his swim trunks or whatever down a little low, so that fucking V
He's showing
came
Ryan
in
and
there.
Gosling his
it was
yeah.
it was the fucking yacht reality TV show
Okay.
that I was watching, and the one girl goes, "Look at that penis ravine," and I fucking lost it.
I heard Rogan call it a dick root.
Yeah, penis ravine, and I was like, "What an amazing term!"
Great reference. Yeah,
and it was a chick, and I was just like, "Fuck yeah, love it."
I found something in this in going through all these movies too, because this is going to be the first instance of this chick being on there. I never knew I had such a thing for her until I started going, oh, who's the hot chick in that? Oh my God, it's Penelope Cruz again.
Oh, I know.
Vanilla Sky, Penelope Cruz.
With Tom Cruise, yeah.
Hot.
Penelope Cruz and Tom Cruise.
Yep. And then Blow, same year.
Yeah.
Hot. And then I did this is her second appearance on the list. Saving Silverman. Amanda Peet.
Amanda Peet, yeah.
There's this scene where she's tied up, and God damn, who's the fucking guy? Steve Zahn is eating Arby's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And she is trying to seduce him. I wonder if I can find it. Because
she was trying to escape.
Yeah.
And he's an idiot.
I would jack off to that scene. Steve Zahn.
Oh, I gotta grab an ice cube while you're battling the internet.
Let me see if I can find it.
Perfect.
Fuck. But she was just hot as shit. She's still pretty. Man, I wish there was just a database of clips because Saving Silverman's so underrated too.
I watched it again not all that long ago.
The fucking over.
Yeah.
Even that is just great.
I came by it and I was like, well, fuck, man. This has got a lot of well-known people in it. It's funny. I'm going to watch that shit.
Just try to stop me.
One round, winner takes.
It's all pixelated because it came out fucking forever ago. It looks like fucking Atari. Yeah, Amanda Peet. Again, she's on the list. She's on the list twice.
Yeah. I got a lot of repeat performances, and I think that fucking edible's hitting. Can't hear that. We'll fix that in between shows.
I got a lot of repeat performers. Hey, we have President Joe Biden here. Bring him out here. I'll kick his ass.
That asshole was talking the other day and still had no idea what was going on.
Take him out of the shed. Kick his ass.
My son Hunter, and him and his daddy showed up, and everybody's like,
"You're his dad."
Yeah, you stupid fuck. All right. Are you done with 2001?
Yeah. What else you got?
American Pie 2.
Mm-hmm.
When they're the two lesbians were renovating that house or whatever, they're trying to get them to do all that shit, and they're like, "Now you guys kiss."
Every
You remember?
80
Like, did you ever do that back in the day with
Make out with your
girls when
friends?
you were when you were well
Sure.
when you were young? They're like, "We dare you to do this," and they're like, "If we do this, you got to do that." So the guys were like, "Well, sure, fuck yeah," and then the girls like kiss a neck.
Yeah.
And then they make the boys do something, whatever, and then it's not gay yet. And then as the more you want the girls to do, the more they make you do gay shit.
All of a sudden, you're butt fucking your friend to watch one girl suck her finger. Okay. As long as you don't come, it's not gay.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the rules.
You stay still. Yeah, no, it's not gay if you don't push back.
But here's the thing. Girls kissing is hot. I think girls watching girls kiss, they think it's hot.
It's all it's all the full circle of hot there.
Yeah. It's in the hot camp.
Yeah.
Guys kissing is never hot, even to probably gay guys.
I don't know about that, but
It's a niche audience.
it is. And I was like, the last like 2 huge shows, like many years. Seasons, I guess they're called in the biz.
Oh no.
Buckle up. Fuck, we're right on, dude. We are right on time for this.
All of a sudden you're looking at your hand. Yeah, it's about the world, babe.
I was watching, it was like Shameless. And everybody fucked in that show. And every time I watched it at home before I came out for my surgery, Chris is like, that's all they do is fuck.
Yeah.
Like and I was watching another one. I forget what the fuck I watched before that. And it was the gay guys.
Yeah.
When the gay guys started making out, it's loud and obnoxious. And I was like, I don't need to see 2 dudes. We're gonna fast forward this 20 minutes. Sorry, gay friends of mine. It's not my thing. But you watch chicks make out, it's like quiet.
Yeah, it's got that
sensual. I was like,
it's got that little pecky sound to it.
Yeah.
Guys like, ugh.
It's like
you're taking me out of it, bro.
Come on. I was with you. I was
pumping up. I was about to fucking crank one out just real quick. 2002 has my all-time.
Hang on, I got more.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
You always short me, motherfucker.
Okay. Come on, bring him back outside. Kick his ass. His daddy's coming to do.
American Pie lesbians. 2 Halle Berry movies in the same year.
Okay. Monsters Ball?
Yep. With her and Billy Bob?
Yeah. Make me feel something.
Yeah.
And Diddy in jail? No way.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
Nope.
Lifeimitatingart.gov.
Did you say? I don't know why some of my shit's in the weird spots here. The other Halle Berry movie that year? Sunbathing scene? Travolta? Travolta?
Monster. No. God damn it. The Scientology movie.
No.
Yes, it is. It's about Scientology. Yeah. Real Big Fish. Real Lebowski. Real Castaway. Swords. Docking. I'm still on gay, guys.
Stay with me here.
Swordfish.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my shoulder almost came out. It's so bad right now.
You know what? I just said sword because you're doing this. I still thought you were fishing. I was like swordfish. But yeah, that's a movie. I believe based on who's the Scientology guy, Bradbury or something like that, or
L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard. Yeah, that's a Scientology movie.
I read one of his books, Battleship
Galactica. Earth? Yeah,
Battleship Earth, I think it was called. And I didn't know he was dude. It was like 700 pages. I didn't know he's a Scientologist, and I had no idea what that shit was when I read that book. That book had me fucked. That I took it back to the bookstore, rented bought a whole bunch of new books, and like 3 years later, I'm back and got that same book and read it again, just because I was immersed in it, dude. It was like, holy fuck.
I think he is credited. I mean, think about like how much Stephen King wrote. Now, I would say Stephen King's quality is way better than that dude's, right? But that dude has written more published words than anybody in history.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you know what we should do to get away from taxes? Give Tom Cruise a planet. And, you know, I don't care what people believe in. I don't care if people are gay. I don't care whatever the fuck, you know. But every time I see Tom Cruise and John Travolta, I go, there's something off because they fucking believe that they believe. Like, I can get that why people believe in Jesus. I can get why people are Buddhist. I can get why people believe in ghosts. I can get why people believe in psychics, all this shit, right? But to think that this guy was a sci-fi novelist that made a religion and people believe that the same way that people believe in Jesus and shit like that.
Same people believe in that dude from Waco.
Yeah, David Koresh.
Yeah, fuck. I saw him once. He was at Dairy Queen. It's on my Facebook. I was at fucking Dairy Queen. I go to Chris. I go, look, it's fucking David Koresh
in the flesh.
Chris is like, who? And it was one of those moments. It's like, do you not pay attention to what has ever happened in the news and in history?
Yeah.
I'm like, and she's like, no idea. I'm like, he fucking had his own cult and all these people died and there was a raid and it was awesome.
Cults always start out like, if you ever listen to if you watch any documentaries on cults, it's like Jonestown, Jim Jones.
Oh yeah, we talked about him the one night. Yeah,
convinces all these people to move to fucking middle of Mexico or some shit, and then for a while it's good, and then he's like, you know what would be really cool is if I fucked your wife, and then he starts banging everybody. Then people want to leave because it's like, well, what the fuck? I moved my whole family here. I gave you all my money. Can you stop moving around? Fuck me. I gave you all my money, and you get to bang my wife. Like what? What else? What else is there for me?
Yeah.
Oh, you get to farm. Oh, sweet. Every cult is like that.
Yeah.
2002. You ready for it?
You just go ahead, man. I'm
no. What else you got?
Nothing. I don't think. I left that.
I know you don't think.
The fucking what's it? The fucking Facebook link shit out on me. No, that was it. Swordfish was it for me.
2002.
I struggled here.
Gives the greatest jack-off movie, in my opinion, of all time, and that is the movie called Unfaithful.
Saw that on my list. I didn't see it. Are they sliding a wooden chair on the concrete floor?
Yeah. Like, no, it's like what? Stop it!
Somebody got a fucking recorder. They're about to try to play hot cross.
Holy shit!
Send your fucking beanbag. Dude, this is great. You're so angry.
I just
see in your cheeks.
I do. But like, I'll be down here working. You know, it's summer vacation now. Ooh, we don't have school. Summer vacation. I'll be like,
you fucking assholes are out of school.
Yeah.
These kids got to go for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Jealous. So I'll be like, hey, I have a call. Don't make any noise. You can watch TV. You can play video games, whatever. All of a sudden, all the stools upstairs fall over. But I'm the asshole because I want it to be quiet. My bad. My bad. Whoops. Like, what the fuck? Hey, you can do whatever you want. You can play video games, eat fucking candy till your teeth fall out. Just be quiet. Really?
Let's build a pyramid, fucking chairs and fucking glasses.
And I fucking buy everything for them.
See how much noise it makes when it's.
I'm the fun guy. You want? Let's go get cheeseburgers. You want this? Whatever. Cool. You want to go to Chili's and play little fucking video games? Oh, let's go do that.
Phil, just so you know, that same thing is taking effect right now.
God, it's so fucking.
I feel like Katy Perry. I really wish I could see this fucking podcast on my phone.
Well.
Where were we?
Unfaithful 2002. It's great. Awesome. Jack off to it. Cool.
I gotta-
Jack off to it. Don't have kids.
I got a question.
Mhm.
Is your wife home?
Yes. I just got yelled at.
You got yelled at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would happen reverse way in this house. I wear pants.
Yeah. Yeah. Most
And,
people that are in relationships that I know do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or sneak, just call me crazy. Parents should, it's us against them.
Yeah.
It's not everybody against me. But in my world, everybody against me.
I'm fighting a fight right now. These kids and food. This is for another day, another time, but I'm had it. We go out to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
You order something that's $16.99, you are giving me a $20 bill.
Mm-hmm.
You ordered something that's $11.99, you're giving me $15 right here at the table. You eat your food to a satisfactory level that I or your mother has deemed appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
You get your money back. You piss and moan about it, you don't get your money back. Why not? Well, because we got to eat. You eat 3 bites of this and all the shit you're not supposed to eat.
Yep.
I take that food home, put it in the fridge.
You eat tomorrow.
And you don't eat it. And if Thursday night comes, it goes in the garbage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just threw that much, just took that money and threw it in the garbage.
Yep.
So now the kids are fucking paying for their own meals. I don't give a fuck.
That's a good move. That's a good move. You know, and then you kind of need someone to go, you know what? That's what your dad said.
Daddy Dick Warlock coming at you.
Dick Warlock coming in strong. What was that in regards to?
You assholes! What are your Facebook?
I know, but it was who's stunt double?
Somebody. I don't know.
Harrison Ford.
Elvis. I don't know.
Yeah, dude's name. That can't be his real name.
Dude,
Like,
there's a fucking NASCAR. There's a NASCAR driver, Dick Trickle.
Yeah,
fucking on his car, and they fucking zoom in on it every week. I'm like, parents can be little motherfuckers, and it, you know,
that's a bad move.
yeah.
You know, like your last name's Warlock, and you're gonna go, I don't know, how's Dick sound? It's like, okay, is he automatically going to be a fucking porn star? Like if you name your kid fucking Mr. Belvedere, he's only got one career choice. That's it. Unfaithful. I put 8 Mile in there.
Oh, Brittany Murphy. All right.
I love them shirts that say "Racing makes my dick trickle." I mean, sure. You can't be a lawyer and your name's Dick Trickle. You can be in NASCAR.
Yeah.
You know?
Whoops. What movie were we talking about?
Oh no.
I need some Twizzlers.
Oh no. Captain? President Biden? 2002. 8 Mile?
Yeah, Brittany Murphy. She died.
Astute.
I was gonna say, you know, a handful of years after that movie, but I was like, I didn't want to say, she died shortly after that movie. But she
got all the shit's coming out with the Diddy stuff too. Brittany Murphy was always kind of hot. She was in not Mean Girls, Clueless. Kind of hot.
Yep.
Weird, kind of fucking skater girl-ish. From New Jersey. And then she kind of was like a B-roll player in a lot of these movies. Also was Selma Blair. So,
yeah.
Hot, Cruel Intentions. Clueless as fuck. Should have been Clueless. But she got caught. She did a movie with Ashton Kutcher. Then they kind of dated. And then magically, she died.
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher's girl had a girlfriend as well. Went to her, he had a date or something like that. Went to go pick her up, sees wine spilled on the floor. Next day, Finds out she got murdered. Weird. What's the Ashton Kutcher hiding?
You got punked.
Yeah. Is there cameras? Did you just give me pneumonia? I died pneumonia. Oh, Ashton Kutcher. That show was so annoying.
I know.
And it wasn't annoying like the premises and the pranks. I totally get it. Getting celebrities to act like normal people, funny.
Yeah.
I get it. I hated the trucker hat in the fucking trailer.
The Von Dutch.
He'd be like, every show is like this. Okay, it's time. And then he runs out. You could poke. Like,
Yeah.
No one's that happy.
No.
You fucking murderer. Stealing Mila Kunis from us normal guys. Honorable mention 2002 for me. Walk to Remember.
I saw that too.
Only because Mandy Moore's in it. She's hot.
Yeah, she is.
And if you got to look at it from the guy's perspective. Bad boy falls in love with a girl with cancer. That gives you street cred forever. Dead women don't tell no tales, right, Ashton?
Who?
Ashton Kutcher.
She's yeah.
But she's hot. She's hot in it.
Kuchek.
Heads, big ups to girls with cancer. Love it. But she was pretty cute in that movie. There is another movie I forgot she was in, and I couldn't find it on any list, but I know it came out right around 2004, 2005, and you get to see side boob. Hammered it to that.
Side boob ain't a bad boob.
Mandy Moore side boob.
Ooh.
And she's wearing a wife beater. There's something about girls in fucking wife beaters, man.
Yeah. Black
and
bra,
that something
no bra.
is they're trashy.
Black bra, red bra, no bra.
Yeah, I go no bra. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no bra.
I'm a purist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my 2002. 2002 is a kind of a slim year.
I had one.
What'd you have?
Van Wilder.
Yeah. And that was her last great movie.
Tara Reid probably looked her best.
Yeah.
At the very end of that movie when she walked in her white bikini.
Yep.
But the only reason I said Van Wilder was obviously Tara Reid at her peak.
Mm-hmm.
And then the scene of what the fuck Patel Harold the Kumar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get the car wash. Get it
Taj. The night he had that date and that chick had her tits all over out.
Yeah. Yeah. And he
Just
sets the thing on fire. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I had for 2002.
But Tara Reid was gangster in that movie.
That was the hottest she's ever looked. Either
that's the
when
peak.
He handed her the not life jacket, rain jacket. Jesus Christ.
Getting a little cloudy.
Man, the fucking brain
Speaking of
is
rain.
beautiful. She had the yellow rain jacket on and walked out when he flipped the fire thing.
Yeah.
I was like, that was the best she's ever looked.
Yeah.
American Pie was her first big movie, I think.
I believe so, yeah.
She was adorable and definitely smashable in that.
She always had that voice, though.
Yeah. But
Hey.
what did you ever real quick tangent here? Anna Faris.
Anna Faris. Super likable and super cute in the Scary Movie movies.
Yeah. What about my favorite movie with Ryan Reynolds, Amy Smart,
Chris Brander?
Friends. Yeah. Just Friends. Yeah.
Awesome, funny.
Yeah.
You can tell she's hot.
Yeah.
And then after that movie, she I think got dumped by Chris Pratt. And because they were married.
Teeth feel funny.
and then she started doing shit to her lips.
I just saw her on a Walmart commercial when she has pink eye or some shit. She looks fucking awful. It wasn't just a pink eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, in girls, women, I think there's I'm not gonna think of a lot of words now. You
They have
make
a
up.
window.
You make
They have a
up
window.
like literally 0.5% of our audience.
Mhm.
What we're talking about? Oh, Anna Faris in the Walmart commercial. I'm
Jesus
back, baby. All you women, if you're ever thinking I should get bangs,
Don't do
put a
it.
shotgun in your mouth.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it.
My mom sent this thing to Max's school, and it was pretty awesome. She put a lot of work into it. Did you ever hear? I don't know if your kids ever did like the flat Stanley thing.
Oh, Brady's been on that. Yeah.
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 So my mom puts together a fucking binder.
I don't know about Flat Stanley.
It's basically you send some pictures where your relative or somebody you know takes pictures with your Flat Stanley, and then they mail it to the school, and then every kid gets to show off what's going on, right?
Like I'm talking about like this when Flat Stanley was a thing. I never knew about it.
I never heard. Until
Brady brought it home.
Yeah, until like Olivia's third grade. That's the only time I've ever heard of it. But my mom took pictures of this thing everywhere. My sister took pictures of it everywhere. They sent Bill stuff. They had clippings of like Josh Allen. They did the Jamestown shit with Lucy and stuff like that. Yeah,
Lucille
Ball. And Olivia goes, "Who is that?" And she goes, "So this lady was famous by Grandma Kelly's house." I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's not too far away."
Yeah, I was gonna say, "Fuck, you live close."
Yeah. So we started watching some old Lucy clips. And the first thing Olivia goes, she goes, "How old is she in this thing?" And I was like, "I don't know, probably like 35." But they all look like old ladies.
Dude,
because of the times,
we talked about this last week.
Yeah, just those times.
Yeah.
But Lucy was like classically beautiful. If you've ever seen
she was
black and white headshots of her, classically beautiful, comedic mind, A+ all day, right?
You like that old comedy shit. I was like,
I
mean, they were good for what they were, but I'm like, to me, it's just like, but I understood why they were funny and they delivered some funny shit. But
dude, nobody is funnier from back then than fucking Tim Conway.
Dorf, when he did all the Dorf shit.
Tim Conway on the Carol Burnett show, the dentist skit, is quite possibly the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Here's the thing that I learned. Because our kids are so used to reels, quick things. 20 seconds in, it gets to the fucking thing, right? I go, you got to see this skit. Because we watched Lucy, and I'm like, so Lucy kind of bred over to letting women like Carol Burnett have their own variety shows and things like that. It all started really with Lucy, you know?
Yeah.
Female-led comedies, right? So we start watching Carol Burnett's show, and I go, the dentist clip is probably one of the funniest things ever written on TV ever. And the funny part is, like, we all love when you're watching Saturday Night Live and the people start to break.
Yeah.
The fucking cowbell sketch, and you see Jimmy Fallon like hide his face and shit like that. You know, they invented that. The Carol Burnett show invented that.
Yeah, that shit was well before them.
Tim Conway wouldn't share the lines he was going to say. He knew where the script was going, but he would just throw out these fucking heaters.
Yeah,
that nobody knew he was going to say. So I bring up that clip.
Called improv.
It's a fucking 9-minute clip.
Yeah.
And it is like 5 minutes and 40 seconds of build up and banter, getting to the point where he's a new dentist. He stabs his hand goes numb. He's doing this. Then he tries to fucking do something. And he goes, "Oh, I don't know." And he stabs his leg, and his leg goes numb with the Novocaine. And then he fucking tries to get it in the guy's mouth, and he stabs his fucking forehead. And the dude that played Hedy Lamarr in fucking Blazing Saddles. Is just fucking you see tears coming down his fucking face to the point where in the skit he's just like he's just howling laughing. And my kids are just like, get to the punchline. Because like they're so used to like 30-second things, you know? It's crazy.
There's just, and I love the long game when it came to comedy. Like that shit. I mean, we are on a fucking deep tangent.
Well, you go put on an old movie now too. It's like go put on the original Ghostbusters. It's boring for like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
boring.
I've watched a lot of movies that it was like, they're 110 minutes long, and I'm sitting there going, "What the fuck did I get into?" All of a sudden, there's one thing. It's like, "Ooh, you got my attention."
Yeah.
And then they bring it back down just a little bit. The tension's building. And all of a sudden, the last half of that movie just goes bananas. And I'm like, glad I stuck around.
Yeah. But now you got to get to the heat.
Quick.
When we write our movie. Damn, that's whack.
It's going to be like our sex life. It is going to come fast and hard.
We should write a 5-minute movie.
I think I have most of it written. Oh, fuck. 2003.
2003, I went with old school because of Alicia Cuthbert.
Cuthbert, yeah.
Hot.
Was she with Luke Wilson, right?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And then I did Once Upon a Time in Mexico because it's unfair to not mention Selma Hayek in any list whatsoever.
No, I loved her in Dusk Till Dawn with Banderas.
Find a hotter scene ever.
I like vampire shit. I like vampires. The only vampire shit I didn't like because I only watched part of one show was Twilight because vampires aren't glittery.
Yeah.
But I like the violent vampire shit all the time.
Dusk Till Dawn would have been a great movie without vampires.
Yeah.
But that's another one.
Yeah, you could have just made that like gang members that or people that don't
Two
like each
brothers
other
trying to escape to Mexico. That's it. They could have ended it when they got to the titty twister. But then you don't get the Selma Hayek scene, you know?
No. Yeah.
But yeah. And then I did because I'm a Natalie Portman fan, Cold Mountain. There's a great sex scene in that.
Yeah.
Cold Mountain rules.
Didn't see
Boring as fuck. It's like 2.5 hours.
Oof.
Like, you know, when you pop on Cold Mountain, you're like,
buckle up.
Post Civil War, it's gonna be a little. You might fall asleep 9 times during this guy.
Yeah.
But
wake up, rewind it 12 minutes, watch 14 minutes, sleep.
Yeah.
I had one movie.
That's Doze Fest. Go ahead.
The American Wedding, The American Pie third.
So I saw that. I just don't remember any hot scenes in that.
The bachelor party. When Jim's parents left,
okay,
to dinner.
Yep.
Somebody was supposed to keep him out at dinner, and then they're all over there with fucking Stifler and
Shipwreck,
Finch,
yep.
And the fucking clown that was dating Tara Reid, whatever his name was, not Jim. Jim was there and somebody else.
Oh yeah, that fucking guy that from Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
who I would have thought would have had a better career. Good looking kid.
It was Kevin.
Yeah.
So remember the next one, or that was the one we showed with a mustache. He was a fucking house pussy.
Now
they had just a strippers movie in that. There's a stripper scene in that one. It was
there's been rumors that they're going to make an American Funeral.
I have an extra, like my main phone screen. If I swipe right, this weird fucking thing shows up with like somehow some of my interests, like talks about Dogecoin,
FBI is tracking you,
Michigan and shit like that, just like EDM stuff, and then it'll have a whole bunch of like newsworthy things. And I was just scrolling, like, where the fuck why is this here?
It's Google News, probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah, because I had a Google-based phone. So I was just scrolling through. I was bored. I'm looking through, and that shit popped up, and I was like, "Whoa, hey,
good for it." I mean, Sean William Scott, underrated.
Because apparently the whole movie's like pretty much about him. His mom dies.
So I wrote this. I think this would be a great movie. And I wrote it in 2000.
Fuck, we got to finish this.
I wrote it in 1999. It's called The Last Prank of Tilly Barnes. And so.
Quick question.
Yeah. I don't know how I came up with Tilly Barnes.
Okay. Thank you. Carry on.
Yeah. Okay. But basically, it's about lifelong friends. And Tilly was the one dude that would always play pranks on people. And so.
Ashton Kutcher.
It's kind of like, Punky, it's, you all got pneumonia. You're going to die like Brittany Murphy.
Fucking Punked Brewster. It's the remix.
So Tilly was a guy that always played pranks on everybody, but always loved his friends. But their friends kind of didn't love him. And so they all get this correspondence. They're all over the country. It's kind of like The Big Chill. The one friend dies. They all got to come together, but he's got one last prank. And so they got to go and relive the pranks that they pulled on other people in the town to find clues to get to Tilly Banks's last wishes. Last prank of Tilly. Yeah, Tilly Barnes. Yeah, sorry.
You know the main character.
But I do think that'd be a great movie. You like one of the scenes, like when they were kids, because it's kind of like It, where it flashes to grown-ups and flashes to kids. But one of the times,
the book was better than the movie.
Okay, purist.
Do you?
I never read it.
No, I did.
No.
I did.
The only Stephen King book I ever read that they made into a really shitty movie was Tommyknockers.
Yeah.
Great. Stephen King on coke can't be stopped. Stephen King now.
Give me all his old books any day of the week. I might actually start buying some of them at the bookstore I go to and just having them just because it's so good. Wow, God, we're on a fucking tangent.
Anyways, last prank of Tilly Barnes, I think could be a great movie to write. Anyways,
are you asking me if I wanted any help? If you needed help?
Yeah, let's write it.
All right, that's cool because I'm changing the main character's name. It's
Ben Johnson, Dick Warlock.
Dude, in the other movie that we're writing, everybody's name is going to be like that. Everybody. We are going to really fuck some shit up with everybody's name.
Ben Shitten.
Yep.
Phil McCracken. Got it. It's writing itself.
Oh, yeah. Dick Trickle.
2004, easy. Girl Next Door.
I talked about that one already.
Yeah, you were.
I got ahead of my time with that.
Yeah, you're off by about 5 years.
All right.
Euro Trip.
Euro Trip was the first one I had on my list, and if I was ranking, that would have been the first one on my list. And if want to know something,
okay,
just got finished eating. Krista was coming out of her cold-induced coma, and we were talking. And she was like, "Oh, what are you guys talking about tonight?" I'm like, "Because I was deep in my research." And she just shook her head. She's like, "Jesus Christ!"
I'm into my stories, babe.
So she's like, "Well, I'll help you." And she's like, "Euro Trip." I'm like, "On the list." And she goes, "Well, the cute blonde with the nice boobs." And I'm like, "Okay." I go, "The hot tub scene." She's like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah, this fucking sap on her."
Just keep doing this. Yeah.
Cooper jumped. This is where I parked my car. Your
favorite. That would have been enough for me right there.
Yeah, 100%.
Gratuitous tits.
I was done. That's what I had. And as my wife's talking to me, she goes, "No, with fucking
the German chick,
Mika."
Yeah,
and I was like,
Mike's tits.
She's like, "In the fucking confessional." I'm like,
"Yeah,
I love that scene." She goes, and then at the end, her fucking nice little butt hit the window, and I'm looking at my wife going, "How moist are you right
You're like, babe, you're gay."
Yeah.
And I'm into it.
I'm okay. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
You two want to be like gay, and I just,
what we should do? Go find a chick. I don't know. Maybe you like it.
She helped out with the research because I would have forgot about that last part.
I kind of forgot about it too. I thought that they just got together and then it goes next scene to college and then she comes in, they go on the bed and then that's it. And credits, right?
No, man.
I totally forgot about seeing, and you see her tits a bunch in his dream sequences too.
Yes. She was banging that big, tall Swedish dude.
Yeah. Sneaker movie. It's on Netflix now. No one's really seen it. It's great. The movie Closer.
Oh, I saw that was on my list. Yeah.
Natalie Portman is a stripper in it. Natalie Portman is awesome. Julia Roberts is a big slut in it. It is fucking.
You
rough.
love Natalie Portman. I love fucking that Julia Roberts chick.
Jude Law's in it. He's hot too. Whatever.
Bring it.
And who's the fucking guy? There's another guy in it that
Europe
fucking stole it. God damn it, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but the guy stole the fucking movie. He was great in it. 2005.
Can I go for 2004?
Yeah, you said you only had one. Go ahead.
That was 2002 and 3.
Right,
I got like 10 here.
Okay, cool.
Your Euro Trip. Oh, the beach scenes. Oh, R.I.P. Michelle Trachtenberg.
Yep.
Sweetheart.
Sad.
Club Dread by our boys.
Yes.
Super Troopers.
Good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Underrated movie. It got a lot of shit because it wasn't Super Troopers, but it was still good.
Anything aside from Super Troopers 1 and 2 is shit. I'm watching Tacoma PD right now
Rough.
just because.
Good call,
Whatever.
Photo. 2005. Bullet.
Wedding Crashers is on my list. Yeah, the beginning montage of the chicks
Yep.
and
Especially the
whatnot.
Asian. Big tits. Got it.
I bet we're on technically the fourth installment of the American Pie thing. It's like Stifler's little brother.
Never saw it.
Bandcamp.
Never saw it.
Remember the fuckers guy,
Yeah,
little kid?
Yeah.
He's like ends up in Bandcamp. Stifler's little brother nerd. Because Stifler was always the popular shit, and his brother ended up being a fucking little dork.
Sure.
And he set up a webcam for a shower scene. I watched it one night only because I'm like, fuck it. And I got
it back to Forky's a little bit.
It was so but it was so bad. And I just sit there and go, well, fuck, I'm invested now. Oh, yeah. And then Wedding Crashers. Yep.
So Wedding Crashers, I thought was a 2005. That was my number one with the bullet on 2005.
I missed 2005.
Okay.
Mine goes from 04 to 06, so I will.
Yes, hey, I concede my time.
First time caller.
First time on time.
I'm just gonna hang up and listen.
Sin City, Jessica Alba, hot.
Well, she's so hot.
Yeah. Also, Dukes of Hazzard.
Jessica Simpson.
Yep.
She dressed well for that movie.
There was a time where Jessica Simpson was the hottest person on the planet.
Yeah. She was married to Nick Lachey.
There was also a time where she was quite possibly the ugliest person on the planet.
Yeah.
She for a person that doesn't know that chicken of the sea.
Dude, we've said the same thing.
Buffaloes don't have wings.
Yeah.
She certainly got in some wings.
Yeah.
And then she kind of did. Remember Anna Nicole Smith?
Yep.
Hot as balls.
Married to that 92-year-old dude that had fucking
because she loved
every
so
terminal cancer.
Yeah. His teeth were like Ned Beatty's in fucking Deliverance. They were like baked bean teeth.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, but I just love him so much. It's like, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
I've loved a lot of people, but if they had fucking black teeth and they were in a wheelchair when I'm getting married to them, no.
I have, the bar's low, but I got some standards.
But she went on that. That was tough. I had to cut it off. That was going to be a problem.
That was awesome. Go ahead and hear that thing finish. The fucking Roman candle ended at 7. You owe us 3 more, fucker.
That last one was going to be a doozy. And that would have been a cleanup aisle 9.
A doozy?
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Anna Nicole Smith, hot. Guy dies. All the money's kind of like going through litigation and shit like that. She's not going to get it. The family's suing her. She's suing the family, all that kind of shit. And then she gets up with this dude who's also named Howard Stern. That's her boyfriend / attorney because she's a leech. And then she gets really fat after she has a baby. And then the Howard Stern guy goes, didn't sign up for this shit. And then so he leaves. And then she finds that shit. Remember all the baseball players were going on it and just dropping dead?
Oh,
like
yeah.
That whatever the fuck it was. And then she got super hot for like 9 weeks and then she died. So,
it's the first trial run of Ozempic.
Yeah. It was basically speed and coke, but diet,
Yeah.
Ephedrine. That's what it was called.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah.
Everyone was on fucking ephedrine. And everyone got hot there for a minute. Everybody was on speed.
Let's get some.
Yeah. I'll fucking snort it. I don't give a fuck, dude. Sneaky pick. Not a lot of sex in it. But again, Penelope Cruz. Apparently I have a thing.
Vanilla
Sahara.
Sky.
Sahara.
Talked about Vanilla Sky, right?
Yeah.
Sahara.
She's hot as shit in Sahara. Also, I think Rachel. No, that's Mummy. Mummy with Rachel Weisz is sneaky too. Sneaky hot. But Penelope Cruz, far and away, super surprised by this. Stole the show. Didn't know. 2006. I know you skipped a whole year. I'll let you lead off. Go ahead.
I'm hoping it's
I can take my
2006.
time.
This is either. This might be 2006. Alpha Dog.
With Timberlake.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like his first real movie. He was a badass in that movie.
Yeah, lots of tats.
Yeah.
So you jacked off because of him? Got it.
Dude, obviously. I love Timberlake. That
Sure.
fucking dude rules, man. He smashes lots of hot chicks.
He was married to one of my favorite all-time chicks of all time, especially because of that scene in fucking when Chuck and Larry or whatever.
Chuck and Larry, yeah. When he was helping her.
When he jiggles her tits.
Yeah.
Zip. Lotion. Disappointment. I'm like the David Blaine of jacking off too. I can just be like, this one movement is this your card. Bang. I'm a fucking genius at it, dude.
But no, that was like Amber Heard.
Yes.
Before she was crazy.
Dude, there's a movie she's in as well called The Joneses.
Yeah, I saw that
with Duchovny.
Yeah.
Great movie. Hot as balls.
And Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah.
Also sneaky hot in a bunch of movies.
Yep.
They had there was it wasn't Timberlake, I don't think. There was a threesome in a pool.
Okay.
In Alpha Dog. But I actually have that on DVD.
Well, good luck to your dick, sir.
Yeah.
Godspeed. Chris will be waving the white handkerchief as you walk off with a towel that can stand up on its own.
Yeah, underneath our TV and our TV stand is my my sound bar, and there's some video games behind it, and the bottom deck is PS3, 4, and 5 all lined up down there. And all of a sudden, she's gonna come out. Her fucking old Blu-ray disc is just laying there at an angle on the floor, and Alpha Dog's fucking going on.
Looks like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Yeah, all of a sudden, my ceiling spackled. She's like, "When did they come and do this?"
Did somebody melt a candle here?
Yeah.
No, I have a problem.
Yeah, but Timberlake's all fucking tatted up.
Yeah.
Shirtless the whole movie, jacked, delayed. In my eyes, and I'm not a huge film critic or anything, but I'm like, I thought he was good in that movie. I really did.
I saw it once. I didn't mind Timberlake, but you can't not see Timberlake in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's, some people are actors and they're the actor. Like Jack Nicholson is like, he's the guy in the movie. Timberlake was just Timberlake to me. I thought Timberlake dropped the fucking ball completely in fucking Social Network.
Yeah, with the Zuckerberg flick.
Yeah. Great movie.
I didn't see it. I've never watched it.
It's really good, but it's also Timberlake sucks in it, dude.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Where are we? Oh, Alpha Dog. American Pie, another just one of the fucking series. The Naked Mile. I talked to you on the phone about it. There's just naked people everywhere.
Never seen it.
It's the name of the movie. It's shit. It's complete shit. You want to see tits or 3/4 of the movie, hot chicks and asses running around, then watch it. It has zero substance to it. It's shit.
Yeah.
But there's boobies.
Oh, shot number 7. Number 8.
I can't remember if she was naked in this. But she got definitely fucked by Jason Statham.
Okay.
Crank.
Who is Amy Smart?
Amy Smart.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Got fucked by Statham in it because that was the movie where he died.
If he didn't keep moving or some shit, right?
Something happened to him, and then he had to keep his heart rate above like some obnoxious level. That's when he was hooking car batteries to his nipples and shit. And then him and Amy Smart had some sort of weird relationship in this movie, and I don't know now what it was. But he just fucking grabbed her, turned her around, threw up her dress or ripped her pants off or whatever, and just speed fucked this bitch. And meanwhile, have you seen the movie?
No.
The whole time it's got this little fucking heart rate meter off
Oh,
to the
cool.
side of the
All right.
screen. It is showing, where he's at, and he's like fucking trying. He's doing so much coke and so many drugs to jack his heart rate up all the time.
So so the whole
But
time
just-
travel of this is the Blockbuster era, where movies that were in theaters would then go to Blockbuster, and movies the studio would make sometimes equal the amount of profit through rentals.
Yeah.
And then we get to 2005, kind of. That's probably the last bastion of the kick of Blockbuster. We get into the Netflix era where we're still studio driven. 2006 with fucking that shit ass movie. That's a Redbox movie.
Yeah.
That's where like you go to Redbox and it's like Bruce Willis. That dude was just cashing checks because
We ran into that one night. I don't know if it was Netflix, one of the apps we were watching movies through, looking for some shit. There was this fucking run of Bruce Smith shit movies.
Bruce Willis. Bruce Smith.
Bruce Willis. Edible is landed. The Eagles landed, folks.
This is Major Time to grab control.
Motherfucker's gonna crash. Mayday. Bruce Willis. And he pumped out a fuck ton of movies, and then very shortly after that is when you heard about.
Yeah. He was just like, fuck it, dude.
He's just his disease. I don't. What does he got? I don't know.
I think
it ain't good.
Meningitis. Yeah, of the brain. It's really sad.
Shrinking.
His brain shrinking.
I love
Super
Bruce
sad,
Willis.
dude.
I'm not joking about it, but a lot of those movies were produced by a fucking Hollywood shyster, Randall Emmett, that I was introduced to watching one of my guilty pleasures, Vanderpump Rules. He ended up smashing some hot chick on there, and she got pregnant, had his kid,
I've seen this dude before. Yeah.
Lala. Ken.
Yeah.
And then he just kept fucking other people, and she broke it off and took it for a chunk, but he was on his way to shit them because earlier in the show, everyone was asking her, and she was like, "Oh, I was in Ibiza. I was here." And they're like, "How are you getting there?" She's like, "Oh, my boyfriend." And then she slipped and said, "All you got to do is blow the right person and get a Range Rover." She had a Range Rover in the fucking show. And she was a hostess at a, somewhat famous restaurant. But
dude,
then,
there's not one movie he's made that I can recognize.
Oh, I bet you I've watched a bunch of them because one night we just would start watching them. We were like, we know this is going to be bad. And we watched. I was like, oh, boy.
I'm back to like 2016 and nothing rings a bell.
Really?
Nothing. Mississippi Grind, I have seen with Gosling.
Nope.
Not a bad movie. Lot of Nicolas Cage up in this bitch.
Yeah.
Lone Survivor, that was probably his only big hit.
That was the one where the dudes got caught.
Wahlberg. Yeah,
Wahlberg. Yeah, that was a good movie. I like that.
Yeah, if you see a movie producer and a lot of it's Nicolas Cage, fucking Mel Gibson after he went off on the Jews, and fucking Steven Seagal, not good.
No.
He produced, this is really funny, he produced the only movie I've ever gotten up and walked out on. The Wicker Man. In fucking 2006. I
watched that movie and I didn't get it.
Sucked dick.
I walked out on one movie. When I was 18 years old, we went to see Captain Bob.
That movie does suck.
We walked out of that.
Yeah.
Walked out of that like 20 minutes into it and went and watched a different movie. And I can't remember. It was actually a better movie. It ended up being a better movie box office wise. And nobody was in there. And we banged.
Nice. Who knew that Rick Moranis fucking Kurt Russell movie would not be good? But yeah. If you start seeing a lot of John Travolta, but Wicker Man fucking sucked, dude. I was on this date. We went and had great dinner. Hey, let's catch a movie. Hey, I heard this Nicolas Cage movie's out. They put a lot of money behind it for marketing. We go in there, and it fucking sucked. And I was like, let's get out of here. And I thought, let's get out of here means go to a bar, go to my house, whatever. And she goes, yeah, I'm just gonna go home. I'm like, God damn, Nicolas Cage, you fucking ruined me.
Fire off, Nicolas
Randall,
Cage.
like, God damn you, Randall Emmett. Yeah. When a movie's so bad that a girl that kind of likes you won't go get a beer so you can trick her into going down on you,
Yeah.
that sucks. Yeah, I blame this guy. This guy ruined a relationship, a budding relationship with his shit movie. My 2006, The Departed. There's a great sex scene in that. 300. Lots of guys with abs. Love it. But there's that one sex scene, kind of cool. You also get the girls that go to the Oracle and they're like, they filmed it underwater, but it makes them look like they're floating.
Yeah.
See some nips. That's great. And then kind of in the vein of the American Pie quadruple sequels, John Tucker Must Die.
Oh, there was a lot of hot chicks in that movie.
Tons of hot chicks. Tons.
Krista? No. We were living at Harlem after I had the place and Krista moved in. We couldn't afford cable for a while because of the outrageous price they were offering, and neither one of us were making greatest money at the time.
Sure.
But we went like a couple years just red boxing it or buying DVDs or whatever.
Yep.
Where were we?
John Tucker Must Die.
Yes. I came across it one night and I found out that there's a history of what you watch ends up in whatever. I was like,
Fuck.
I gotta find a way to delete this because it's like a teen movie, and I'm like, why are you watching? I'm like, these chicks are kind of hot, you know?
Yeah, it like starts out in a girl's locker room, and like all you see is butts, and you're like, all right, pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Yeah,
Fuck yeah. I
guess we'll keep it on.
Movies like that, and then they don't follow through.
No,
nothing else happens. You're like, fuckers, you had me in the first half.
What was the plot? Asses and fucking girls walking around with their tits out in the locker room, which I guess never happens in real life.
Yeah, they'll wear towels and stuff.
Yeah, they're all private with their parts, bitch.
I just saw some. This is kind of on point. Something about Major League Baseball players when they take showers. I guess
the
like,
Dominican showers.
The Dominicans. And they're like, why is that? And everybody's like, well, they're wild as fuck in there. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? They're literally walking around whipping their friends with dicks, speaking a language you don't know, and comes to find out like that whole culture and that whole part of the world, those people, they don't give a fuck.
Because they have appropriate dick strength. You know, if white guys are going to get together and slap dicks, you basically got to bear hug somebody.
Yeah, there's some fluffing going on.
Yeah, you can't. Dominicans walk around at half mast just because of sheer size.
Yeah,
if you walk around in the locker room as a white guy at half mast, you're showering by yourself for other reasons.
I mean, that's one good thing. You shower yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna
boner.
Nobody's gonna dick whip you in the thigh.
Hey guys, you're fucking.
It's like getting hit into the fucking Easton bat.
You're hanging your towel off.
Hoping it makes the fucking same noise. Dong.
You're walking in the shower with your fucking full towel hanging on your dick. Hey guys, who's ready to shower? Everyone runs past you. All right, queers.
Look, man, no hits.
All right, we'll bounce out of here. I'm
going to fucking jupe. Dude, this is short circuit to my short-term memory.
Yeah.
I'm literally looking at some you ask a question. I'm like, fuck, where are we?
What's this dude? Oh, there we go. Nice.
Ejectocito, cuz.
All right, we'll try to rein Daryl in on the next one. We'll be right back.
Good luck, fuckers.